Hi everyone, I'm Christine Van Blockland with CBS Atlanta. Thousands of people are still being affected by the Fukushima disaster in Japan as well as around the world. Now, scientists have developed a product that could help some of those victims, and it's being endorsed by a member of the Nobel family. The earthquake that struck Japan last March had devastating effects, including the nuclear meltdown of the Fukushima power plant.
The reactors 1, 2, and 3 experienced a full nuclear meltdown, which released cancer-causing radioisotopes, and these are very dangerous material: plutonium, strontium, and the cesium-137.
Dr. Michael Nobel is a member of the Nobel family, famous, of course, for the Nobel Prize. He's the co-founder and chairman of the Nobel Charitable Trust and an award-winning scientist. After all his success, Dr. Nobel now focuses his scientific research on the radiation effects on the victims of the Fukushima disaster, where the radioactive contamination is widespread, even today, almost a year after the earthquake.
I'm very concerned, as are many other scientists are, because elevated levels of radioactive contamination has been detected throughout Japan, and which is almost even worse is that also in Hawaii and in the western United States, particularly in the water and milk sources.
Many radioactive elements were released into the atmosphere during the disaster, including something called cesium-137, a potential cancer-causing element.
The scary figure is that believe that one child out of 20 around the Fukushima area might run the risk of developing thyroid cancer from radiation contamination. 1 out of 20.
But now, Dr. Nobel says there is a way to help victims, especially the children, and reduce their risk of getting cancer from radiation exposure. It's a revolutionary new product called ProPectin.
The ProPectin can reduce the amount of cesium-137 and besides other harmful heavy metals in the body. And considering the radiation danger that I and other scientists believe exists, every child, woman should consume this.
ProPectin is natural and pure, made from concentrated pharmaceutical-grade apple pectin.
It takes 250 kilos of apple and the ProPectin on Plus is made from a very special grade of apples, high quality, only found in one single part in the world.
Here's how ProPectin works.
Apple pectin has a cell wall comprised of 3 pectic polysaccharides, so it acts like a filter in the body.
And the research shows ProPectin is incredibly effective.
I would say that ProPectin is 4.5 times more effective against radiation exposure than any other pectin product on the market today, due to its very high grade and its pharmaceutical pureness of it.
ProPectin studies have been done throughout the world with incredible results.
There is an institute called the Belgrade Institute of Radiation Safety, who showed that the children who received pectin regularly reduced their levels of cesium-137 by 62.6% over the years. Similar results have been found in many other studies.
Dr. Nobel believes in ProPectin's effectiveness so much that this is the first time in his entire career that he is endorsing a product.
I have never endorsed any other product as far to my knowledge. Well, I'm endorsing ProPectin because I believe it has the ability to save lives on a massive scale and to keep children from being born with deformities or developing cancers. And I mean, we can't afford to run the risk or to ignore the people of Japan. The sad truth is that usually it's the children who suffer. We have to help, we have to assist in helping the victims of these disasters. And I'm fully convinced that ProPectin can reduce the risk of illness among people. And who wouldn't want to endorse a product like that?
To learn more about ProPectin, just go to ProPectin.com.